of the university. The King O'Neill 4.0 scholars and the vocalist from the College of the Arts. Faculty representatives of the university. The vice presidents and deans of the university. The Alumni Association representative. The regional chancellors of the University of South Florida, St. Petersburg campus and Sarasota Manatee campus. The trustee representatives of the university. The president's fellow medallion recipient. The provost of the university. And now, please give a warm welcome to the president of the University of South Florida, Rita Ball.
Good evening. Distinguished guests, it's a privilege to welcome you to the University of South Florida's Spring 2022 commencement. I hereby declare this convocation open. On behalf of the faculty, I offer congratulations to all the graduates, and I praise the efforts of our entire university community went through to get our students to this very special day. I now ask that the assembly please remain standing and join Amanda Coleman in the singing of our national anthem.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose blessed and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we
Thank you, Amanda. Please be seated, everyone. It is now my pleasure to introduce the President of the University of South Florida, Rhea Law.
Thank you, Dr. Boaz, and good evening. That was pretty tepid. Can we try it again? Good evening. Welcome to all of you, and congratulations to our graduates. I also want to congratulate the families and the friends who helped you along the way. So let's give a big rousing round of applause for everyone that's here today. I am honored to be with you here today, and on the behalf of the entire University of South Florida community, we celebrate your tremendous accomplishments. I know from personal experience how much of an impact the University of South Florida can have on the lives of students. As a USF alum myself, I credit much of my personal and professional success to the impact that this university had on my life. I would never have imagined when I was sitting in your seats so many years ago that I would have the honor to lead this great university. But just so you know, it could be you up here someday. So our graduates today have not only worked diligently to reach their academic goals, they have shown amazing fortitude in the face of unforeseen challenges. When my administration began last August, one of my first steps was to get out and explore each of our campuses, to meet the students, to meet the faculty, to meet the staff, all who make USF the institution that it is today. And what did I learn? I learned that you are resilient, you are bold, and you are daring. And why is that? Because you are USF Bolts. Now that is why, when the pandemic altered your time at USF, you never faltered. You immediately transitioned from in-person classes to online instruction. You found new ways to stay connected to your professors and to your classmates. And most importantly, you helped USF prioritize the safety of our community. And while the pandemic has certainly left a mark on our collective history, it is not the only thing that your legacy will be known for. From the foundation you've built here at USF, and with the help and support of your family and friends, as well as the faculty and the staff, you have arrived here today by developing your strengths and your skills in greater measure than you have ever thought possible. So as you leave here and pursue your next steps, I encourage you, draw on that courage and perseverance that you developed while you were here at USF. The world you are entering will continue to undergo enormous change. And what once seemed predetermined by others now appears to be totally flexible and open to change. The good news is you are empowered to help define what tomorrow looks like. And so as you do that, I encourage you to maintain your commitment to the community and maintain your passion and your curiosity. Be a lifelong learner and push the boundaries of your potential. And wherever you go, I want you to carry a sense of great pride in the diploma that you have labored so diligently to earn in the classroom. You've been in the library, you've been in the recital halls, you've been in the laboratories, and you've burned the midnight oil, all towards achieving this goal. So now, let me take an opportunity to share with you some of the reasons that your achievement should feel so very special to you. To begin with, you are carrying the mantle of the fastest rising university in America. And that is of all public and private universities. Over the last few years, well, actually the last decade, no other university has risen so quickly in the U.S. News and World Report's rankings. And they review the best universities in the nation. I also want to share with you a couple of points of pride about the university, because now you will call it your alma mater. And you need to be prepared for this as you move out into your roles in the world. First, USF is just one of 150 research institutions nationwide classified as a doctoral university with very high research activity by the Carnegie Foundation. In addition to that, we have a tremendous impact across our community. We have an economic impact of $6.02 billion. Let me say that again. $6.02 billion. And you may wonder, just exactly how big is that number? Well, that is the equivalent of 10 to 15 Super Bowls in the same region every year. So this is an incredible impact that we have on Tampa Bay and that we have on the state at every level. One of the other things you should know about USF, a very big point of pride, is that we are one of the top producers of Fulbright scholars in the United States. And now this is my personal favorite. USF supports student success with $125 million in scholarships every year. And so now I'd like to share with you some figures that make you, our spring class of 2022, so very special. Your cohort includes graduates from all 50 states and from 100 nations. And for this graduation, we are proud to support 224 student veterans earning degrees this weekend. Now, 63 of those are going to be commissioned into the U.S. Armed Services as officers. And we have our first two joining the U.S. Space Force. Our youngest graduate is just 18 years old. And our oldest graduate is 68 years young. Earning a bachelor's degree in nursing. So you can see why we're so proud of the entirety of our USF community. So in closing, on behalf of USF's faculty, staff, trustees, our hundreds of thousands of alumni from around the world, I congratulate each and every one of you. I cannot wait to see what the future holds for you. And so I leave you with one last thing. Horns up, go Bulls! pleasure to introduce Julia Cunningham, USF Student Body President, member of the Board of Trustees, and just graduated at our last session.